Alright, I think we're live. Hello everyone and welcome to round 1 of the Varano Motorsports MX-5 Championship. We're here today at Oulton Park, Foster's without Hislop. And today we are just gonna basically have the first round, so let's hope everyone gets clean without any incidents. It's currently qualifying right now, and as you can see on your screen, Daniel Merchant is in the pole position for the moment, provisional pole with a 111.3. But David Clasper has just beaten that with a 111. Oh, and Jake, so times are dropping like flies as obviously the guys burn fuel throughout the qualifying session here. But qualifying does not mean anything as we have a 20 lap feature race and a 20 lap feature race again. Well, heat should I say, or final. But the top 10 do invert positions. So, how does this league work then? Well, you get amazing prizes for first, second and third. In class you get cash prizes, so that's even more reason to sign up and try and beat your competitors. But also it's just a great championship to be around. You know, there's a lot of people who are very supportive in the Varano Motorsport community, and realistically, you know, they're only here to help. Yes, there's competition. Yes, there is, you know, maybe some saltiness at some point. Racing, great camera shot there. Yeah, there is some saltiness at some point, but you know you're gonna get that. It's racing. Rubbing is racing, as they say, in the United States of America here. So, if you're in chat, let me know, and I can see your YouTube chat messages. But we are now on board with Fabian. Oh, and there's been a spin for the blue car. I think that's David Clasper, I believe. He's had a little spin going into the very technical chicane here at Oulton Park Circuit. You know, it's very... Oh, and there's another spinner, so it seems like that is a place that just to watch out, just be careful, especially on lap 1 where the tyres are cold. Now, I can tell you, I've driven this MX-5 a lot. Obviously, if you have iRacing, your rookie days were mainly MX-5 racing. But obviously nowadays you've got, you know, stuff like the Formula V and all that sort of stuff. So we don't have that opportunity when most of us most of us started iRacing. But we do know that the MX-5 is a great car, great beginner car. Quite hard to keep on track, but once you do, it feels very rewarding too, especially with the changes that they've made to it in recent seasons. So yeah, basically all I want to say is good luck to these drivers. We've got about, let's see here, I don't actually know how much time we have left on the board for quali. We have 2 minutes of qualifying left, so we'll see how that goes here. And yeah, so we could see some great racing here. I think we're going to see some very close action, some very quick guys obviously at the front, but also even in the lower ends of the field we're going to have some great battles and great racing. As you see here in qualifying here, some guys are, you know, sticking close to each other so you can get the slipstream, which is a great tactic and a good tactic I know from karting as well. Is you ideally want to be in front of a guy, or sorry, behind a guy that's quicker than you, so you can get his toe and maybe just catch up throughout the lap here. But as we're closing for qualifying, 1 minute left, the drivers are going to be crossing the line for the final lap soon. It is Drake Crankstone on provisional pole right now with a 110.5. Fabian is in second with a 110.9. David Clasper, who we're riding on board with right now, has a 111.1, and the field is just very tight at the front end of the field. So, like I said, we're going to see some great racing here for the first round. Matt, hello, howdy, how you doing, mate? I'm not gonna lie, it's my first commentating session in a while, so I'm quite nervous, but we're getting it done, and I hope I can just entertain you for the 15-minute races that we have here today. Well, 2 of the 15-minute races we have here today. Hi Katie, thank you, and yeah, good luck to all the drivers here. So we are now waiting for people to get on the grid. Our racing, great shot once again. So we'll just go to rear chase for now. Everyone's going to be lined up on the grid here, and we're good to go. So Jake on pole with a 110.5. In second place is Fabian with a 110.9. David Clasper didn't improve on that final lap there, but he did get a 111.1, which secured him third. Daniel Merchant 111.1, again, literally thousands of tenths between these guys here. Joppy, I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please let me know. With a 112.4. Pierre with a 112.6. And then it goes down to the 114s with Poshua, Christopher, and then Marvin Brooks with a 115.2. So we'll be going at the green flag here today. And yeah, there will be no standing starts like you do normally see in the Mazda MX-5 races on the official iRacing calendar. Obviously with hosted races it is a bit different with terms of settings and what you can set up, but obviously Varano has said, look, we want to do a rolling start here, so the pace car is off and we are going to be getting ready for the first race of the season for the MX-5 Varano Motorsport Championship here today. Everyone, just be clean into turn 1. That's all you need to do. That's all you want to do. It's a 15-minute race, 20 laps, and you just want to get through to the end and don't do any damage. iRacing, what a shot! Lovely. I just love looking at trees. You know. Yeah, great. So, as we're coming down now to the final corner, the pace car is going to peel off into the pit lane here, and then the leader is going to control the pace. Are we going to see any big crashes? Well, let's find out here as the leader, and it's gone, the green has gone, the flag is dropped, and we're away and racing here for the first race of round 1 as we all headed to turn 1. We're all quite close together here. Is there going to be any contact? We go through turn 1. Is it going to be clean? Yes, it is. Everyone gets through clean. Little bit of a scary moment there for Daniel Merchant, but he's alright and he's got through and he's all safe. Now coming down into turn 2, great opportunity to move, and there's a move down the inside, potentially. No, around the outside goes Jake for the lead, and he's holding that position very nicely here. So he's just got to do some defending from I think that is Fabian, yeah, defending from Fabian to secure this race win. But they should really, as you see now, be working together through the early stages of the race, just so that they can pull away from the pack, and then later on, maybe a couple laps to the end, then have the battle. Because if you battle, you lose so much time. You lose about at least, I'd say, a couple seconds a lap, especially around a short circuit like this. You know, there's not many places to make mistakes. So yeah, if you battle really hard, you're going to lose at least 2-3 seconds a lap. So that is the first lap done now. So on to the second lap here, going through turn 1, nice lovely jubbly. We still have Fabian and, well, a 4-car train really fighting for P1. And then there's a bit of a drop back here to Pierre. Pierre's got himself up into P5, I believe. Yeah, it is P5. And then we've got Christopher, Poshua, and then Joppy, who has actually dropped back. And then Marvin Brooks, who is trying his best, bless him. But yeah, he's doing a splendid job keeping the car clean, and that's all you really want to do here. So back to the front again. I will try to focus on battles throughout the field here, but the only battle at the moment really is at the front of the field. So sorry for people not getting screen time here, but as we see, then Jake is still pushing on with Fabian. Like I said, they need to just really get in there and get gone. They need to just work with each other and just pull away from David and Daniel. That's the main thing that they need to do. They just need to work together and use their heads very smartly. But now it's lap 3 here, so came across the line and doing very respectable lap times here, doing 110s, which, you know, we saw in quali from the 2 guys up in front, and then obviously the guys behind are dropping back a little bit due to the pace, because they're doing 111s, albeit low 111s, but the leads are doing low 110s. So we'll just have to see how this goes, and I bet you now that David and Daniel will be begging for some little contact, maybe a little spin 2x or maybe even a 4x, just so that they can maybe get a chance at a second place or maybe even a win in the first race of the season here. But yeah, so we're gonna just chill out for a sec. I've done just a lot of talking here, but yeah, as you can see on your screen now, well, not right now because there's a tree in the way, but Fabian and Jake are working beautifully well together. They're dropping David and Daniel by quite a significant amount now. The gap has got to be at least, it is 7 tenths of a second there, so it's nearly a second. Drafting these cars is about a second. If you're a second back, you won't be able to get in the draft. So if these 2 guys can pull away from David so that he's not in the draft, then that is just a mega plan, mega strategy there from the both of them. And actually Fabian goes really wide there, and that's messed up his line going into the chicane. So is David going to have a look maybe in the next few corners? He's close enough. Let's have a look. Jake is starting to pull away now. This could be a fight for maybe second place. Is David? He's gaining on Fabian, but not close enough to make a move with this corner, unfortunately. Now Jake has now pulled away. He's got not a lot of pressure from behind now. It is about 6 tenths to Fabian in front here, but as we know, Jake, he qualified on pole, so you know the guy's quick. The guy is obviously quick, so we'll just have to see if he does pull away from this little pack here. But now it's 3 cars rather than 4 fighting for second place, and rather than first place. If Fabian could get back up to Jake and start up drafting him again, that would be great, but I don't think that would happen. Anyway, so coming through here, nice fast flowing corner, got a lot of G through here, brake really hard for this corner and then turning into the chicane here. Very tight, very close. You want to nearly clip that black ball on the inside there, and then through here it's basically flattened these Mazdas, I would assume, but I obviously haven't done any practice for it because I'm not racing this championship. But yeah, so you know, this car is, honestly, props to the guys that did the championship schedule, because this is a great racing, as you can see, and yeah, it provides great racing, and it looks so much fun. I wish I was out there myself, but you know, I'm in the commentary booth for tonight, so we'll just have to see how it goes, as David and Daniel are having a little bit of a scrap here. I don't think I've got trainer paints on, I'm really sorry. I will have it on by the next race, if I can get it installed in time, so I can race it with PC. Anyway, so we've got 2 mini battles here. We'll have a look further back, see if there is any battles going on. Pierre and Christopher are close to each other, but not closer than the guys at the front here. So Daniel is trying to catch David, and Fabian is trying to catch Jake. Jake has been pretty dominant, I'd say, throughout this race. He's not really made too many mistakes. He's kept it clean. He's worked well with Fabian when he's needed to, but ultimately Fabian made the mistake of going a little bit wide, and that cost him a lot of time, and maybe possibly a race win in the feature race, or heat one, if that's, yeah, what's it called, So yeah, and it looks like David's actually catching up to Fabian here. So we could see a little battle for second. Daniel has dropped back just slightly from David here, so we'll just have to see about that, see if maybe that's just the tyres getting a little bit too warm, but the sun has not. The sun has actually dropped behind the clouds, so that should help with track temp. The cooler track temp also means cooler tyres, which then means you have more grip and not overheated tyres. So now they come into the chicane for the 7th time in, and yeah, it looks flat out from what I can hear. Maybe a slight lift, I'd say, but yeah. So Fabian trying to close on Jake. David is closing on Fabian just a tad, and Daniel is also trying to close on David here. So a good battle at the front of the field. Now, if we take a look at the rear of the field, or mid-pack to rear of the field, Pierre is trying to pull away from Christopher, and Jopi is trying to pull away from Joshua, and Martin Brooks is just keeping the car clean. I think that's his goal for today. I don't know him personally, but just keep the car clean, and you'll score points, I think, because I think all finishers in this race will score points, if I'm not wrong. If I am wrong, please correct me in the live chat. So yeah, that is the mid-pack. Anything happened in the front pack? No, but there is a massive gap between Fabian and David. Wow, that's a 1 second gap there. So that is a massive gap from these guys. So the top two have obviously got very good pace, and you can actually see on the overlays in the top left of the corner, David Clasper has dropped into 1/10, and so has Daniel Merchant. So obviously, following these guys for a certain period of time, you'll pick up their lines, pick up their braking inputs, maybe not the throttle inputs, because obviously you're not in the car with them, but the braking, the turning, you can kind of see when they're accelerating, so you get quicker and quicker. So maybe for the next race, the final, or is it another heat? I don't know, I'm kind of confused. Yeah, for the next race, just to say, maybe they could be in the fight for the... Oh, my bad. Maybe they could be in the fight for a win. Just because the fact that obviously they've gained a lot more pace and they've gained a lot more experience with the track in racing conditions than they had maybe at the start of this race. Obviously I don't know the drivers personally, so I don't know how much you know, prep they have done for this race here, but it seems like Jake and Fabian are the ones that are putting the most prep, maybe, or maybe just very lucky, maybe the quickest, you don't really know. But yeah, so we're on lap 9 now, we're 12, yeah, I'd say 13 minutes into the race. We've only got a couple more laps to go here, I'd say about 1 or 2, maybe 3, 4 at a push. Yeah, so crossing the line now, lap 10. So we've got 3 minutes left, I'd say. Yeah, about 3 to 4 laps left, I'd say. If you do 1 minute 10s. Daniel Merchant, unfortunate for him, he has dropped back a lot, and yeah, 2 seconds to David Clasper. So unfortunately, unless David Clasper makes a big mistake, which he actually has done there, that's commentator's curse for you. He has gone on the grass, went so wide, and he's only lost like a tenth or two to Daniel, but that could have been a very bad and very costly mistake. Yeah, mistake. There we go. I just had a very wrong, my bad. So yeah, so David Clasper is nowhere really near. I'll keep doing that. Nowhere really near the front of the field. Really, the front of the field is obviously Fabian and Jake. But yeah, them two are just pulling away, and we don't really have much action to discuss, it seems like Joshua has actually got into some damage. Jopi, I don't think has, and Pierre is still ahead of Christopher. So the only real fight really is for first, and that is with Jake and Fabian. I know you guys are having a lot of Jake and Fabian this race, but they're the one that's providing the action, and I'm the one that has to commentate on it. So yeah, we'll go actually on board with Jake for a lap, just to see how he does things. So he takes third gear through here, very very nice, very very fancy, and yeah, so he's coming down now to the this straight here. He now brakes down 2 gears, and he's very very smooth, as you can see, very very smooth with the input, very very smooth with the brake, with the throttle, and you have to be in this car. How is it updated it where you can't really thrash it around as much, you have to be very very precise with the car. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. You know, just taking the corners one at a time, not overstretching it. Absolutely beautiful, so, like buttery smooth, I'd say. Absolutely buttery smooth. Coming into here, first gear, surprisingly. I'm guessing just to get the revs up. Yeah, there's a weird corner in the chicane, or the entry of the chicane, should I say. And then through here, it is flat. Yeah, I was right. So yeah, that is basically a lap from where we started with Jake Rexstone 2. That was a really bad joke. But yeah, so Fabian is closing. We have actually got. Wait, is it 20 laps or 15? Okay, maybe. Oh no, sorry, no, we got 11 minutes on the clock. That's my bad. So 11 minutes on the clock. So we'll have 3 more minutes of racing, which is 20 laps. Yeah, okay. That is a little bit of a miscommunication from my end. I'm looking at some information here. So yeah, 20 laps of this grueling circuit, and the Mazdas aren't too bad with force feedback in terms of how high they can go. But this track, it's very demanding. You don't really get a break. The straight isn't very slow, so you can't breathe and you can't, you know, relax your muscles, and you're just turning all the time, and it's quite physically demanding on the drivers, especially if you have a direct drive wheel. So yeah, it's quite demanding on the drivers. So we'll just have to see if anyone makes mistakes closer to the end of the race, maybe tying this or anything like that. But yeah, unfortunately the battle for third has died down massively. The battle for first and second, oh, that is still what? Okay, never mind. Oh, it was 15 lap. Huh? Okay, I've read my information totally wrong. But that was the finish for the first race. Oh, okay. So it's 15 minutes and then a 20 lap feature. Okay. So I've got my stuff right now. Jake, well done for the win in the first race of the year and of the season for Varano Motorsport's MX-5 Championship Round 1. So the order is, if you would like to know, Jake Cranston 2, Fabian, David Clasper, Daniel Merchant, Pierre Cousin, Christopher, Jopi, Poshua, and then Marvin Brooks. Well done to all our podium finishers. That gives you a good run for the next race, of course. And yeah, I just need to get my facts straight, really. I think. Matt, don't worry. Yeah, cheers, mate. First one in a while, so we'll just have to see ya. Okay, so we have a 5-minute warm-up now. To get the drivers ready, I guess. So Marvin Brooks is out first, and then Joshua Payne, and then some people, you know, the rest of the drivers are still in the pits. So. Oh, and Joshua goes for a little spin there onto the grass. That's not ideal. So Rose is out. Ah, only Marvin. Okay, I've said his name wrong. Marvin Brooks, and he's in the wall. Oh, that's not good. What happened there? It just seemed like the car wouldn't want to stop. Let's have a look. Ah, he just broke way too late. He tried to use the engine brake and it just didn't work, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. I can hear someone else. Joshua Payne on track, and he's the only one on track for us to watch. So we'll have a look at him. We are 2 minutes into the 5-minute warm-up here. Joshua is the only one out on track right now. And yeah, we're just gonna watch him for a little bit. We'll ride on board with him. We'll use the cheeky little gyro. That was going to be a really good save if he saved it, but he didn't, unfortunately. And he's out of the car, so is anyone else out on track? I don't think there is. So we're just going to have to wait until the next race starts. And if anyone is wondering why I do have the iRacing bar on the top and the bottom of the live stream, it is so I can just keep a track of the lap times that people are doing and the positions that people are in, and also to change drivers, as I am on a laptop with a TV screen, so it's kind of hard to I don't have any triples or anything, so I'm just making the best that I can. And yeah, Marvin is now out, going very, very slowly. He's now picking up the pace. So we only have about 20 seconds of warm up left, so unless Marvin does an insane 20-second lap, I think I'll get around in time. But yeah, we're just waiting. For the next race, which is now. So in 7 seconds we'll be on the grid. We'll let everyone grid up. We'll go for a toilet break, drink, or some food, and then we'll be back on the grid for the feature race, which is 30 minutes, 50 laps. Invert 62. Okay. I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. So the whole grid is now inverted. So the people that won the... Okay, yeah, so the grid is inverted from the last race. Okay, so I get it now. I'm starting to understand what is going on, and I'm starting to have a clue of what is going on as well. So this is going to make things very, very interesting. I think the slower guys will let the quicker guys through, and it shouldn't happen. The slower guys should fight for the places that they are. But yeah, this is going to be a 30-minute race according to iRacing, or a 50-lap race. The feature, the heat one was 15 laps, but it does say 20 laps on my little iRacing thing here. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I'll commentate it as you know. But starting on pole is Marvin Brooks. In second place, it is going to be Christopher. No, it's not. It's going to be Poshua Payne. In third, it's going to be Jopie, and then Christopher, and then all of your other guys there at the back. What was it? And it's green flag. Sorry, green flag. Marvin gets a really bad start. He didn't really see the green flag, I don't think, and it's going to be chaos. It's going to be 3-4 wide going into turn one. Is this going to end well for the other drivers? Yes, it is. Everyone gets through clean very nicely, and very good respect here. We'll see how the guys at the back are doing. They're fighting quite well. Oh no, there's contact. There's contact between David Clasper. Oh no! Oh, that is a bad incident. Pierre Cousins, Jopie, and David Clasper involved in that. So 3 cars are out of the race here. That is so unfortunate for them drivers. All on stream as well, unfortunately. So Jake Crankton is going to try and get up through the field here. He's going to have Fabian in front of him, who obviously didn't catch Jake in the last race, but the roles are reversed now, and the person who is actually leading this race is Daniel Merchant. We know Daniel does have some quite good pace from the last race there. He was doing at the end of the race 110s consistently, so if we get the 110s in early on in the race, then he'll be absolutely fine, and he'll be cruising down the road, because as you know, and as you can see from the carnage of behind, as Marvin Brooks goes wide, and he's going to just lose all his positions, and now he's down into second to last place. As you can see, these guys are fighting quite hard, and as I said before, once you fight, oh, someone's gone wide. Who is that? That is going to be, I think, Poshua. It is Poshua, who's unfortunately gone wide, and he's lost a bunch of positions as well. But as I was saying, as David Clasper is in the pits, I don't think he might come back out on circuit actually. But as I'm saying, these guys are fighting. You're going to lose time when you fight, especially when the quicker guys are trying to get past quote-unquote traffic. If the traffic defends, as okay, Christopher has now gone wide, so that means that both of the drivers that were very quick in the last race are now on the back of Daniel Merchant. So we're possibly going to see a fight for first very soon. But as Daniel Merchant does come across the line, he's going to do a 112.2. We're going to see Fabian did a 111.9, and Jake Crankstone did a 113.2. But I realised that Jake Crankstone obviously did fight with a guy, and there's a back mark in the way there. Who is that? That is Joe Bull getting out of the way. Very nicely done, and not interfering with the guys on the lead lap. Who else is out? Joshua Payne, he is fighting with Christopher. I don't know how to say your last name's already. But yeah, Jake is now trying to gun down Fabian, and now Fabian is trying to gun down Daniel Merchant. Daniel Merchant, if you're watching the stream and you can hear me, put your foot down, because these two guys are quick behind you, very, very quick. I mean, Fabian did a 111.9 the last round. To be fair, Daniel, you're only 3/10 off, but 3/10 every lap can count up. So 3/10 every lap for 10 laps for 3 seconds. So put your foot down, get the job done, and he's responded to my comment. 111.6. What did Fabian do last time? 111.0, and Jake Cranston with a 110.5 on the last lap. Jake is absolutely flying here as he's in the clear air, not fighting any back markers whatsoever. Jake Cranston is a man on a mission, and he wants to get a second win in round 1 and a second win for the season. Obviously the season's only just started, but a second win would go a lot of way in the points for the cash prizes that Varano have offered for this championship here. But Jake Cranston is on a mission. Daniel Merchant just trying to hold on to a decent place finish here. As you know, I think the best he could get out of this is third. Realistically, he's going to be third. Fabian is putting his foot down. They're now catching up. The gap is literally under a second now. It's 5/10 even. So they're well in the slipstream. Daniel Merchant, you're either going to have to defend for your life or hold on for dear life, because these guys are coming with you quick. And you're going to have to Sebastian Vettel defend masterclass for your life, as Jake Cranston last lap did a 110.2. That is nearly in a 109s. This guy is absolutely flying. Absolutely flying here. Look how he's trying to get under Fabian to try and get a move done, but Fabian is not letting that happen. And once again, the fight is at the top end of the field, unfortunately. I would love to see battles throughout the field. Incident early on the first lap or the second lap. Or certainly held them back quite a bit. So we'll have to see from that, as Fabian goes for the lead here, and Jake Cranston is going to go try and go around the outside. Is he going to do it? My voice is breaking. Give me a sec. Is he going to dive it down the inside into turn 1? No, he isn't. Fabian is now your new race leader for race 2 of round 1. And Jake Cranston is looking, and he's been very aggressive, and he's been very, very, very pushy, trying to force Daniel Merchant into a mistake here. Is he going to force him into a mistake? No, he isn't. They're going to come all through very, very nicely into the chicane. But now, look at that. Jake is literally on his rear bumper. He's not giving up. He is absolutely just wanting to take that place back so he can try and catch Fabian up, who obviously was his main competitor in race 1, and now it is in race 2 as well. As he goes, he keeps looking around the outside and looking around the inside, but Daniel Merchant has got this covered. Daniel Merchant is driving like a saint. He's defending beautifully. He's parking the car where he needs to, and he's getting the exits that he needs to as well. But is this about to change? Now Jake Cranston is right on the back of him. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? He isn't. That's very, very surprising here. Jake Cranston is not going to make a move into turn 1, but turn 2 he's got the overspeed. Daniel goes a little bit more wider than Jake. Is he going to try and make a lunge into here? No. Is he going to try and make a lunge into the weird section before? He's not. Jake Cranston is struggling to stay behind and pass Daniel Merchant. Daniel Merchant doing an excellent job, and this fight between Jake Cranston and Daniel Merchant is just allowing Fabian just to run away with it, really. Just absolutely gunning it, and the gap now from Fabian is nearly a second, so nearly out of tow here. Daniel does go a little bit wide there. Jake does get the better one. As they head down into here, is Jake going to send it? I think he is. I think he's given up. I think he's had his patience. Daniel, look at that braking! Out brakes Jake Cranston. And I don't think, even if he didn't have a Jake Cranston, Jake was even gonna try round the outside of that corner, because that round the outside there, very, very dangerous. So we have a mega battle for P2 here in the first round of the Varano Esports. Varano Esports MX-5 Cup Championship, and Daniel Merchant driving like an absolute saint, defending like a saint, and he's got to be very happy with this so far. He's kept Jake in his rearview mirror and he's not let that go. And even if Jake Cranston gets a very good run up into here, he's gonna have no chance, because Daniel is just defending, placing the car where he needs to, and it's just driving absolutely beautifully. This is also letting Fabian just pull away just that little bit each lap, which isn't ideal for Jake, because I know he was fighting with Fabian in the first race and he was round the outside. He's going to make this stick. This is going to be ugly. Oh, round the outside. Does he make it stick? Yes, he does. Oh no, but Daniel Merchant has had the O speed on the straight. They're going to go too wide into turn 1, I think. Who's going to come out on top? It is going to be Jake Cranston. Finally, after like 7 laps, overtakes Daniel Merchant for P2 in this race. Now, Jake Cranston is going to be absolutely gunning it, try and catch up back to Fabian and pass Fabian as well. So Jake Cranston is going to be trying to just gun his way up to Fabian and obviously try and pass Fabian to get the race win in the feature race for the first round of this championship, which will be crucial. And will... Oh, and Daniel Merchant goes very, very wide there. Is he going to lose the rear? No, he's not. He's going to absolutely save it. That is like Lightning McQueen style, going on the grass, turn right to turn left. Daniel Merchant did that. Wow, what a save from him. But now, as a consequence of that, he has lost a lot of time to our 2 leaders who are fighting. So unfortunately for that, Daniel is not going to have a chance just yet to try and fight for the win, as now Jake is right on the back of Fabian. It is literally 1/10 between them. Is he going to try and make a move down here? No, he isn't. He's going to try and stay behind and pick a better place to pass. Is he going to do that move that he did onto Daniel, going round the outside of the final corner? We'll have to see. That was an amazing move from Jake. But also, props to Daniel, as I said, great defending from him. And this just proves how good the standards are in this championship. No one's been podded off. No one's been put in the problem. Everyone's raced respectfully and raced clean. And that's what we'll see. That time, not going the graph. Is Jake going to try and send the move up to the inside here? He's going to stick his nose in. You can't really stick your nose in racing, as he probably gets a 1x for that. And coming out of the final corner, who's going to overrun is not going to be Jake, unless he sends it into turn 1. And he's not going to. He's going to stay behind and just wait, maybe 1 lap longer until he's in the lead of the race. These 2 guys, because of fighting, like I said before, now Daniel Merchant is catching up now, so this could be a 3-way fight for the lead. Oh, see how late Daniel was on the brakes then. Wow, that was absolutely incredible. That was counting up so much to these 2. Now he is going to have a chance to fight for the win here in this feature race. So 3 of them coming through here. Jake Cranston, he's getting very, I'd say he's getting very impatient. He just wants to get ahead so he can pull the gap away. It just isn't going to happen for him, as he's just trying. Oh no, he does. Fabian lets him through. That is so weird. Fabian let Jake through. Is this a strategy game from Fabian? Does he want to get the toe? Does he want to not be in the lead anymore? Or does he just not have the tyres or not have the fuel? Or maybe not even the pace to keep up with Jake, because we know Jake's been quick all day today. But has Fabian just given up? I don't know. It's really weird. I've never seen that before. I'm quite confused. But anyway, so Jake has now pulled out the gap of 5 tenths already. So we're just gonna not go on him anymore because he is like Max Verstappen in 2023. We're gonna look at Fabian and Daniel. Daniel is trying to catch on the back of Fabian and trying to get a nice cheeky little overtake done for P2 in this race here. But it's harder than you would think, as the competition up front is very tight. Tenths separating all of them. And milliseconds in that time differences. So we'll just have to see if Daniel Merchant can win in the next couple of laps, ideally, so then he can try and push on and try and maybe get in the substitute with Jake and pull away from Fabian here in the dust. But ideally, that would be the ideal situation. But if you know racing, it doesn't always go as planned. Look at that, so late on the brakes there. Daniel definitely is better than both Jake and Fabian in that corner on the brake. Really late, absolutely lovely, and that was just a straight on the gas pedal, getting a little bit of a brake. Nice long sweeping corners. Now you shift down and let the car roll into the corner, then back on the gas, out wide, hit the curb, don't go over the curb, because you will go on the grass, then into here, hard braking, down 2 gears, slot it in, wait for the crest, then put your power down, bang, and then more power down all the way across to the line. You go. The accuracy, Fabian is now close in on Jake, so I'm thinking that was a tactical move to keep in the slipstream of Jake, so that then he can make a late move overtake. And they've actually got traffic up ahead. Marvin puts his traffic up ahead. Oh no, Jake makes a mistake. He goes actually quite loosey-goosey there, and that throws Fabian off as well. And Daniel Merchant is nowhere to be seen in terms of this battle to take advantage of that. So, what is going to happen here? This lap traffic is going to get blue flags, but is Marvin going to be nice, or is it going to be a little bit evil in terms of how he places his car if he gets out of the way in a nice way, or if he just sticks it on the racing line, goes really slow, and then Daniel Merchant can catch up to this pack? I think he's going to just let them go here on the straight and not bother with any of that fuss. No, he's not. He's going to actually hang it around the inside. That's going to cause Fabian a little bit of trouble. Jake has actually lost a lot of speed. Is Fabian going to try and go for a move into the braking zone before the chicane? We could see a big move here. Is it going to be? No, he's not. Daniel's so late on the brakes. He's now caught up. This is going to be a mega battle for first place. All of them are now very close to each other because of that back marker. So thank you, Marvin, because now you have made the racing better and made my commentating a lot easier. So Jake in the lead, as we saw in race 1. Fabian in second, as we saw in race 1. Daniel Merchant, I can't remember if he finished 3rd or 4th in race 1 either, but these guys very close now. So we can see a massive battle for the first place position in this race here. Jake is leading the way, but Fabian and Daniel are closing in, and one mistake from Jake could cost him a race win in the feature race, which you ideally don't want. You want to win every single race and get the fastest lap and get the maximum points you can out of the race weekend, but as we all know, racing doesn't go that way for many people, and you just try and salvage what you can. But these guys, mega respect, they're having a good battle. No bumping, no bashing, and Jake actually have a lot of rear sliding. Could that be a sign that his tyres are maybe going out? That could be a sign. Is his rear tyres more worn than Fabian's and Daniel Merchant? Is that why he's going so slow? Is that why he's not filling a gap? That could be actually the reason why. Here, for this event. And now we're actually coming up to another back marker. Is this back marker going to be the same as Marvin and provide us with closer racing and an easier job for me? We'll have to see. As this isn't the best place to catch him in the tightest part of the circuit, the most technical part of the circuit, and actually Poshua lets them past. Great sportsmanship from Poshua. Lead us through. Well done, sir, on your part. Okay, so we have surely that's not 50. Anyway, we have got oh no, it is 50 laps. Okay. We have got 23 more laps of racing to go. 23 minutes of racing. And Jake Cranston leads the way with Fabian in second and Daniel Merchant in third. So, Poshua is just trotting along after that incident on lap 1. Jake Hanshaw in the lead with Fabian in second, Daniel Merchant in third, and Christopher is in fourth, Poshua in fifth, Marvin sixth, Joppy seventh, and Pierre 8th, and I think David Clasper is 3rd. What? No, he's not. He's 4th. How's he 4th? He's got no. I swear he went a lap down. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Alright. I'm losing my bearings here. Sorry about this, guys. But yeah, so not really much to report here. Jake Canson's still in the lead. Fabian still in second and Daniel Merchant still in third. We haven't really had any massive accidents or incidents with the top 3, but they are coming up to that traffic, which is Per Cousin. So we'll have to just see how that goes, if he's going to be like if he's going to give way like Pusher, or if he's going to be like Marvin, trying to show better racing and stick to the racing line and not give way. So, just for context, in the Varano Motorsport MX-5 Cup Championship, you also have a Varano Motorsport GT Prototype Sprint Series, which is HBD, GT1 and GT2. You also have a GT3 side as well. So there's various amounts of racing going on for Varano Motorsport if you do want to get your hands and get involved. Varano Motorsport also have an esports team if you would like to get involved in that as well. Just give the channel a comment, and I'm sure the admins will get back to you on how to join the Discord and get set up for what you want to do. So, in terms of the MX-5 Championship, first place for Pro and Am class is a $30 voucher for any sim racing store or company. Second place, $25 voucher. Third place, a $17.50p iRacing voucher. Fourth place, a $10 iRacing voucher. And fifth place, $5 iRacing voucher. Plus 4 different trophies for top 5 places. So yeah, if that isn't a little incentive to get into this championship, then I have no idea what is. But Jake Canzone, he wants that $30, and he is proving that he does want it quite well, as Daniel Merchant has had some sort of problem, and he's fallen way back, unfortunately, to our two fighting leaguers. David Casper, he's got no boot, but he's carrying on with the race as best as he can, just to kind of secure some points. And yeah, so final stage of the race here. We've only got 6 minutes left, so sorry, it's not 50 laps. My bad. It is, I'd say, about 25 laps, or 10 laps more than what the feature, sorry, the heat was. So let's just see how this goes and see if Fabian can take the victory away from Jake as it stands. And unfortunately, I don't think Daniel does have enough time to catch up to the leaders, unless some sort of incident happens between Fabian and Jake, but it could happen. It is racing, so yeah. Alright, so here we go then. Lap 23, just crossing for lap 24. We've got 1 minute left, so I was right. This actually could be the last lap here. Let's just quickly have a look here. Chase. And let's just look at the flagman. The flagman is not waving the white flag, so it is not the last lap. So I did suspect lap 25 will be the last lap of the feature race for round 1, and it looks like Jake Crankstone is gonna take the win here. I've haven't seen his name all wrong all the time. I don't know. I'll have to look back on it. But Jake Crankstone done an amazing job here. Kept his head cool, dived through all the traffic, as the grid was reversed for Daniel Merchant, he's been very good. Had a few little incidents there due to his own doing, nobody else's. And obviously we had that little bit of an incident, which is very unfortunate. But yeah, I don't think that was anyone's fault really. It was just a little bit of a racing incident, and yeah, I don't think really. Yeah, you can't really blame anyone. Everyone will get over it. Everyone will laugh about it when the season ends. So yeah, Jake, he's pulled a little bit of a gap to Fabian now. It is 7/6. It is fluctuating a little bit, a lot, but Jake Hansel won the first race quite comfortably, and he's on course to win the second race as well. So a display showing from the Britishman. Is he British? Yeah, he is Britishman. Or Scottish or Welsh. I don't know which. But yeah, as it comes around the final corner, I think this is going to be the white flag lap or the last lap, because it is 31 minutes. And yeah, Jake Cranstone, you're on the final lap of the race here, so keep it smooth, keep it clean, and you'll be on course to win, and clean sweep should I say, the very first round of Varano Motorsports MX-5 Cup Championship. Round 1 obviously, not the whole championship. But yeah, Fabian, he is going to fight all the way until the end to suss out if Jake can make a mistake at all. Just one little mistake and he could just maybe squeeze past. But I don't think that is going to happen here. There is traffic up ahead, David Casper. But I don't think they're going to catch him in time, as David doesn't have too much damage to do that. As they come around the final corner now, for the last race of round 1 of the Varano Motorsports MX-5 Cup, is going to be Jake Cranstone, who takes the win for the second time. And what a race that was. Well done. Wow, what a race. Jake Cranstone absolutely dominates the first round of this championship. First in pole, first race 1 and first race 2. Fastest laps in all of them. I gotta tell you, that is what dominance looks like, and that is what a championship start you will want to have here. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Just an absolutely beautiful start to the championship, I'd say. So yeah, very, very, very nicely done. And I think that is the last race of today. We will have to see though. I don't want to get anything else mixed up and let you guys go before there's another race. But beautiful, beautiful racing from both of these two lads and Daniel. Unfortunately, Daniel did miss out a little bit, but that's just racing. You can make mistakes. You're under a lot of pressure, and it just is what it is, really. So yeah, come on, boys, get back in there. Yeah, so that was the final race of the day. Thank you everyone for tuning in. My name's Aaron Knight. This is my first little broadcast for Varano Motorsports. Hopefully do more. And I was quite nervous at the start, but thank you all for tuning in. And I will see you guys in the next one. And I'll leave you with Jake Cranstone doing donuts on the main straight. Bye.